What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. I'm once again joined by Christine. We're back for another theory, another Game of Thrones theory, leading up to the last 3 episodes of Game of Thrones coming out. Now, this one is going to kind of be centered around towards the end of the show, kind of an end goal or an end thing we think could happen at the end of Game of Thrones. So we're titling it for the episode 6 of Game of Thrones Season 8. But we want to talk about why we believe the Iron Throne will be destroyed. So we're going to go over some of the things we think are going to happen in these last 3 episodes that are going to kind of get us to that point. So I'm going to hand it over to Christy to let her explain what she thinks.
Here's what I think is going to happen. Overall, I think that Cersei's going to lose. I think it's what's been setting up for this whole time, and I think it's going to happen. However, when she loses, I think that they are going to want to in some way imprison her in a not great way or kill her. Either way, she's going to lose. And in doing so, I think Tyrion is going to try to save his sister because, it's his sister. He does care, and he still thinks she has a baby. And by doing that, he's going to betray Daenerys and the Starks. And that's not going to blow over so well for Daenerys because she's already forgiven him once and barely. Only Jorah really convinced her to forgive him, and Jorah's not there to convince her to forgive him this time. So I think Dany's going to basically just kind of cut him out and be like, all right, you're done. And by doing that, she's going to take over the Iron Throne, and I think she's in a way going to become kind of the new villain. But I don't think it's going to last. Daenerys has proven that she cares more about the people. If, like earlier season, she didn't want to leave Meereen because she wanted to keep Slaver's Bay at peace, and then when she did come to Dragonstone, she didn't want to just sack King's Landing because she thought of all the innocent people that would die. So Daenerys does think of the people and care about people just as much. So I think in a sense that she becomes a villain, she also turns it around. And I think that she's going to maybe find out she is having a baby, and that's going to also help change her. And I think that it's going to help her turn, kind of listen to the guidance of everyone around her. And I think that's going to be the ultimate decision, is that it's going to be everyone. I think because she even said in the beginning that she wants to destroy the wheel, and stop having the Iron Throne be this whole thing. So I think that's how the Iron Throne is just going to crumble, and it's going to be a council instead of an Iron Throne. It's going to be all the houses, and they all come together, and then they talk about what's going to happen around. It's not going to be one person rules everything. It's going to be everyone rules everything. I think that's how it's going to end up, and it's like sort of a happy ever after, but at the same time not really, because there are going to be disagreements and stuff, and the houses and everyone have to come to agreements. But I think that's how it's going to end up working in the end, and you can have people like Sansa on the council, even Tyrion, Robin Arryn in the Vale. He's going to probably also be on the council because, we still haven't seen him, but he's coming back eventually. So I think that's how the Iron Throne is ultimately going to be destroyed, is that it's going to be a huge thing between Cersei falling, Daenerys rising, Daenerys stepping down, and then the Iron Throne crumbling and becoming like a big council of just everyone having to put their differences aside to come together to decide what's best for the realm of people, which is what Varys' ultimate goal is. Which also comes to, I feel like Varys will also kind of in some way sacrifice himself to make it happen because, as Melisandre had said before, Varys is supposed to die there. So I feel like in some way he's going to kind of be a guiding light to show them, like, guys, we are just here for the realm of people. So that's what I think.
And I agree with that. I don't know if that is like the biggest or most epic way of concluding Game of Thrones, is that if that's kind of how it all ends. But it is a way that you can actually end it. And it's a way that some people do get what they want, and some people don't. Cersei obviously would lose her kingdom and her power and stuff. And also kind of what Game of Thrones has stood on for the past 8 years of being, this Iron Throne, right? And being, if you're the king of it, you're the king of all of these kingdoms and all of these houses. And to see that go away, that would be quite monumental. Like I think a show like Game of Thrones, something like that happening, is maybe it wouldn't be taken as such a big thing in another show or another movie or whatever. I think for what it means and kind of symbolically what it stands for, the Iron Throne, I think seeing it literally be destroyed, maybe it would actually literally destroy the chair as well. I think having that crumble and have it go to just a council like Christy said, I think that'd be a really cool idea. I think that would be kind of a peaceful and not really like lighthearted started, but more of just a calming end to Game of Thrones. I'm sure there'll still be death, there'll still be big things that are going to happen to get there, because obviously Cersei does have to lose somehow, and they have to replace her. And maybe Daenerys doesn't actually even end up getting to the Iron Throne to then destroy it. Maybe they just decide to destroy it immediately after Cersei's gone. There's a couple things that could still happen. Again, this is a theory that wouldn't necessarily happen in this next episode. There's obviously kind of like a let's calm down after the battle we just had, Battle of Winterfell, and let's kind of move on to this last chapter of defeating Cersei and figuring out what to do with all of these kingdoms. So that's kind of what this show is leading up to now, and we'll have to see, what actually happens over the next couple episodes. And if you guys want to go back and watch any of the past seasons, any of the past episodes of Game of Thrones, we have a link in the description below. It's a Fandango Now affiliate link. If you click that, if you buy or rent something through that, it helps us out on the channel. But you can go back and you can watch any of the old Game of Thrones episodes. They're all there for you. You can rent, buy them. You can link your Fandango points if you get the VIP points when you go see a movie. If you guys saw Avengers Endgame, you can earn points there, and you can use them, you can redeem them on Fandango Now when you rent or buy movies or TV shows. So it's a nice little thing you can do with linking them. If you guys are interested in that, definitely check out, like I said, that code in the description box below. So guys, let us know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think the Iron Throne will be destroyed? Do you think somebody will sit on it at the end of this season? Let us know. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now, and hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. Again, we've been reviewing every single episode of Game of Thrones Season 8, and we've also been having a theory every single week talking about the next episode. So you can expect that for the next 3 episodes, and we hope to see you guys there.